just logged into the game. Today is while Gothic Sleep's update day, and I've already put an offer in the Grand Exchange for free synapses, of which I believe there are free weapons that we can upgrade with this, and of course the bone claws. We have a lot of questing to do. I have no idea how long this is going to take. I imagine it's going to be several hours, and once we're done with the quest, we're going to slay some tormented demons. This is a random detour, but I've been told that it is no longer multi here, which seems to be true. It is no longer multi here. I don't know if this is intentional or not. It was not, but it has been fixed now. Yes, please. While Gothic Sleep has officially begun. I think I'm going to have to grab some gear. I was not prepared for that at all. This looks like it used to look. I hate to say it. A bit nostalgic. Topaz Amulet. This is like good stuff for Iron Men. Like you have to go and mine topazes and stuff and opals. Dare I say it? Another Iron Man update. Now that does actually seem really nice, not gonna lie. This definitely explains why the multi has gone from this place. That's actually really cool. I love that this quest is taking place in the wilderness. That surely counts as the wilderness update this year. This is like peak nostalgia. Running through the Lumbridge basement to go to the tormented demons with my sapphire lantern. Oh, this is actually really cool. They're gonna have to bring back frost dragons next. The only thing that can kind of match this, man. Dungeoneering frost dragons. Oh my god. Bro, this is... I'm absolutely like nerding out over here. This is awesome, man. This is so nostalgic for me. You don't even understand how much nostalgia I'm getting right now. Look at that demon head right there. That is so cool. Probably 10 years since I've been in here. Oh, what is that? Oh, Huh? Mother of God, I ran outside of the cutscene, and now I need the bank because there's no way I've got enough prayer. Shut up, chat. Oh my God. Just be quiet, please. Took us just under 3 hours. 80,000 thieving, 75 farming, 75,000 herblore, 50,000 hunter. Don't know if I got a level from that. Not a single level. But more importantly, we can now go and kill the tormented demons. I used to kill these back in the day in 2 different spots. I used to kill them here, and I used to kill them over there. First kill of a tormented demon on old school Runescape, and we got manta rays. 2 tasks for that, though. Is that avoidable? Like, I'm lost. Oh, I'm dead. So he's trying to melee me. Now he's ranged me. He should melee. Yep. There's definitely some changes here versus the old pre-EOC demons that we used to have. There definitely aren't enough demons for the amount of people that want to kill these right now. Back in the day, I feel like these things used to be something to be feared. They don't feel so intimidating now. They look it. We used to basically safe spot these with dragon halberds behind the rocks. The drops are fire runes and Grimmy Marantil. That's how it's looking. We've killed a total of 26 tormented demons, and we have made 166k. Definitely gonna be one of those lottery bosses. You either get the drop or you go bust. Slightly new setup this time. I'm going to be trying the melee setup because the Blood Fury should mean I can last longer. Oh! What is that? But first, let me tell you about today's video sponsor, BootDev. Boot.dev is building the smartest way to master backend development by tackling the hardest problems first. The folks over at BootDev believe that the best way to learn code is to get your hands on and start writing a ton of it as soon as possible. And what makes them so unique is how they do it, by making it feel like an RPG game, with XP gains, level ups, achievements, quests, and even global leaderboards. And they make the learning process as easy as possible, with the built-in Bear Wizard that's trained on each lesson and is there to help you understand instead of just handing you the answer. And if that's not enough, you can even join their community Discord, where there are tons of friendly community members happy to help and share their expertise. And they understand that not everybody has the means to pay for membership, which is why over at BootDev they've made all of the content free to read and watch in guest mode, with the paid membership unlocking the interactivity and the game that goes with it. So if you guys want to help support my channel and gain new skills in the process, then click the first link in the description and use my code Raikesy for 25% off on your first payment. That's 25% for your first month or year depending on the subscription you choose. And as always, a big thank you to BootDev for the continued continued support on this channel. Oh, that's a drop! That's one of the drops! Oh, that's awesome! How many kills was that on? That was my 38th KC. I think we probably spooned a little bit. That's our first tormented synapse. Awesome. I'm not sure what to do with this. Maybe I could go to one of the heroes that confronted Lucian for some ideas. I need to use the tormented synapse on Kuradel. Spoilers. He did. I decided I wanted to make myself the Scorched Bow. To do this, you simply need 74 fletching and a magic shortbow U, according to the wiki. I need a magic shortbow U, and then I use this with the synapse. No? Okay. Maybe we need a bowstring? No. I'm a little bit confused by this, to be totally honest. Synapse on longbow U. There we go. All right. We got trolled by the wiki there. Okay. Okay, alright. Actually looking kind of cool. Look at this thing. It goes with Torva really well, actually. And apparently it uses up to dragon arrows with this thing. I'm guessing it's not going to be as good as the Twisted Bow. But holy crap. Wait, hold up. Twisted Bow, 212. Scorching Bow, 266. And it has 30% extra damage against demons. I think this thing's gonna slap. I don't know if it's gonna be as good as the Twisted Bow, but I'm actually really curious now to see how good this thing is. Let's go back to the demons. The special on this is really interesting though. It binds him in place, and it does burn damage. I definitely think the Twisted Bow is for sure hitting a lot harder though. I feel like if you don't have a Twisted Bow, though, it's probably a really, really good alternative. Twisted Bow has just always been on a different level. Eat from smoldering flesh. Right, that's a new one. I'm guessing that just gives me HP. It's a bottomless buffet. I can just keep eating from this, apparently, and it's not going to cost me anything. It goes to, like, anglerfish HP as well. Very interesting. Whoa, that actually looks so sick. That is the upgraded arc light. That looks like something out of Terraria. That's so cool. Do not know how many of these per hour I'm killing, but it's not terribly slow, but it's also not terribly fast. My bone claws have just bought in the Grand Exchange. God, I thought I got something then. This is confusing. Smoldering Heart. It's like an overload. I have killed 87 of these tormented demons. That is the first smoldering that I've seen. Kill number 100 on the tormented demons. This is all of the loot that we managed to get. Bone claws have purchased. My god, do these things look a little bit weird. They're a bit hideous, to be honest. There is a side-by-side comparison. Bone claw versus dragon claws. It just looks so weird. It's like Wolverine claws, but there we go. That is how they look, for anybody who was wondering. The bone claws function a lot like normal claws, however, they are only 30% special per attack, and they also have a burn effect. With max gear, regular claws can hit 90 damage in one go, meaning with 100% special attack, you do 180 damage. The bone claw, on the other hand, can do 72 damage in one go, with an extra 10 damage in slow burns, but can spec a total of 3 times. Meaning that although the damage output is slightly slower, for the same amount of special attack, you can get a maximum of 246 damage, compared to the 180 damage from the regular claws. If you're trying to kill your opponent as fast as possible, the dragon claws is gonna be the one. Whereas, if you've got time to wait, such as in PvM when monsters have a large pool of health, the bone claws just seem to go a lot further for your special attack. I could see these being really useful at places like TOB, and a whole bunch of other places, which is really nice considering the price that they're currently set. Now, as interesting as that is, I think the next one is probably one of the most interesting out of all of the new items. Obviously, comparing the Scorching Bow to the Twisted Bow, as you saw with the Tormented Demons, there isn't much of a comparison. The Twisted Bow wins every single time. But comparing it to something such as the Bofa, a very commonly used mid to late game weapon, which has the exact same attack tick rate of 2.4 seconds per tick, as you can see, interestingly enough, the max hit with the Bofa in full crystal is 47, and this is in max range gear. 52 is the max hit in full crystal, which I don't gain any benefits from. In full Missouri, my max hit is a 54, and in full elite void my max hit is a 58 with this thing. This is 11 max hits higher and attacks at the same tick rate, with the only downside being that that is only applicable against demons. By far the best way for me to test it is to do just that. Starting off, we are going to go to Saradomin God Wars. Now, if my hunch is right, full crystal with a Bofa, should absolutely destroy. Whereas the Scorching Bow, I don't think is going to be as useful. So straight off the bat, it's very noticeably different using both of these setups. Full Crystal, Bofa, absolutely shreds. You hit so few zeros because of the accuracy and being Full Crystal. It's just a barrage of constant damage. The Scorching Bow definitely feels quite sluggish here, although I did actually manage to hit my max, which was pretty cool to see. But without the 30% extra damage to demons, it's already 2 less damage less than Full Crystal's max hit. But naturally, there is one more place I would like to take it. The Zamorak God Wars. Because one of the things that is really cool about this bow is the special attack, which only requires 25% special energy. Regardless of whether it does damage or not, will always bind the demon in place. And obviously that combined with a 30% damage to demons turns the Zamorak God Wars into your own personal play park, and if you have a light bearer, you will never have to worry about getting meleeed again. Overall, awesome update, very nostalgic returning back to the tormented demons. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of new metas that are created with the drops you can get from them, and it's always nice to add a little extra variety into the game. The next video I'll be uploading will be on the 19th of July with the release of Demo Mode Armageddon, which I will also be streaming over on my Twitch /Raikesy. Make sure you go and drop me a follow, and I'll see you guys then.